Good afternoon, folks, and what I thought we'd do today, and we're going to do it today. I don't relish the thought of that being on there. Put that down here. Now, what we're going to do today, we're going to look at the PYE Record Master. That's what today's job is going to be. Why? Because that's what I want to do. So, the Ford. I've been talking about Fords to a friend of mine. The PYE Record Master, or Record Master, depending on how you want to say it, is what we're going to look at. So we'll get the soldering iron warmed up. Now, this Record Master was supposed to have been serviced or restored, or I was given such fanny by the person that sold it to me. So let's find out if this has had anybody anywhere near it. The case looks not too bad, it will clean up. We don't know what's waiting for us inside here. Could be anything. There we go. There we go. Right. We can lift the lid off. We don't need that. It is made by PYE, yes. So we can lift the lid off. We don't need the lid. The power cable, we're probably going to have to take the plug off to get it through the hole. That screw looks like a bit of a how are you doing, doesn't it? The mat's all crumbly. I'm not worried about that because I've got another turntable. I've got another one of these. Anyway, we plugged this in the other night. We turned it on, and we'll take the turntable off. At least we will if we can. And the way you get these off, you just tap them, lift them up, and then okay, it doesn't want to come off. Out! Will you be fucking mithering me? You've been fed, you've been walked. There, get me clunker. So we'll lift that up, and then that doesn't want to come off, which is unusual because they usually just pop off. This is a clip on it, I don't know. Anyway, never mind that for now. Let's pull the eggshell off. I don't doubt for 1 minute that cartridge is going to be, I don't think that cartridge is going to be any good. I have got the red cartridge for this as well, which is the record cartridge. Anyway, what we'll do, let's see what awaits us, eh, folks? See what's in here. Given that it was supposed to work, I'm not holding my breath. See what a basket case I actually bought, eh? I don't like it with somebody when you buy something. It's supposed to work, and when you get it home it doesn't. It made a horrible fizzing noise, this. Could even be dirt in that switch, but we don't know. That didn't want to undo. See if this one does. That one has. What about the next one? No, that's not. I've got to get that one undone. That one's off. Let's try this one again. Yeah, just a bit on the tight side, a bit like my mate Warby. Right, take all the screws out. Yeah, but I need to get the turntable off because it will need work under there. But I've got another one of these decks anyway, but without getting the turntable off, can't get the goddamn deck out. I'm hoping that most of it's going to be mounted to this plate, but I get a feeling it won't be. I think this plate's only trim. But we'll soon find out. Oh no, there we are, all lifts out. Right. Ooh. Right, what have we got in here? Right, let's have a look. Right. I'll tell you what, folks, there's a fair amount of shite in here, isn't there? Look at this lot. Somebody's been in it. It's a couple of new capacitors. But I wouldn't say it constitutes as a recap. Some work has been done, but we've got a mains transformer in here. It does have an isolation mains transformer, which is good. That's your selector there. So what we're going to do, we've got, how many valves have we got in here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 valves including the rectifier. Got a mains isolation transformer here, output transformer there. That could be, this doohickey here could be the oscillator coil for record. Underneath the deck doesn't look too bad, but I'm not going to be able to get that out. No, I'm going to have to take the turntable off, and it's got to come off. It comes off. I've got to get the deck out. Who we got there? Hello, Mike, and hello, Steve. Good afternoon to you all, and thank you very much for joining me. So what we'll do first, it has had some capacitors done in this. It has been, somebody has put some new capacitors in. I'll need to get the manual and look at the manual, see what's been done, and so the guy was right, it has been worked on, but let's have a look. Well, test this fella here. I've got a feeling that that's 36 microfarads according to the meter, and that's 38, 39, so they're probably they're going to be 30 microfarads or thereabouts. Right, let's test this one here. Ten microfarad, 11.9, that's fucked, and nothing. Right, so that one there's knackered, so that'll be changed. Yeah, somebody's put some new capacitors in here. Them yellow ones there, they're new. These electrolytics that are dotted around there, they're new. These brown ones here are new. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's worked on this. It's a lot more than your basic record player though, obviously, because there's a record circuit in here as well. And got a, what do you call it there, that's going to the ground, and that's the magic eye, which is not, there we go. Let's have a look at some of these wires. Has it got a speaker? Oh, the speaker's in the lid, isn't it? Right, we've got a, what do you call it here, a big selector. We've got a load of melted wire there. I mean, ooh, this is lethal. This is dangerous, this, to be honest with you folks. I mean, I can't show it you, but there's a wire. Don't think it's touching anywhere, but that wire needs to be replaced. So basically it's changed. Basically what I'm going to have to do here, I can get the box out of the way, can I? What's on the back of it there? Is that a fucking, they would put that there, wouldn't they? Fucking daft voltage selector on the back of the case. I have to get that off. Yeah, it's a voltage selector. Power lead's okay. Feels good. So let's see if we get this voltage selector off. Then we can get the case out of the way. And we can look at, yeah, it's a voltage selector, and under there, that's the badge that tells you what it actually is. That's the badge telling you what it is, and that just slides off. But I'm not going to go to the trouble just sliding that off. I'm going to take it all the way off, because I want the thing completely, I want the case out of the way. I mean this has been messed with, so I'm going to have to look for the manual. I should have it somewhere and go through it, because this is something that's strange. It's not something I've ever done. Take this metal plate off, there we go. And that lets you into your voltage. It's a Record Maker Type 1. So PYE Record Maker Type 1. So we'll look into that, get the manual, see if we can print it out, and see see if we can. Now I'm hoping that this, when it isn't, it's still fucking screwed in. I mean, I could. I want to make sure I don't break any valves. There we go. I want to get this turntable off because we'll take this deck out and get that out of the way. That would help. Don't you just hate it when you think you've got everything sussed and all of a sudden you just know that something's going to turn into shit. I've just been down to see my brother, who's not very well, I'm afraid. Yeah. Anyway. It's upsetting really to see somebody that you've grown up with, or you've known all your life, obviously. See them that way, you know, it's not on really, but yeah, I've got another one of these decks in the shed. But what I should have done was taking this thing apart before. Fucking hell, that's it. Pardon the language, bloody hell. Pardon the language, folks. I should have taken this apart before I actually started the video. That is now unscrewed, but it's still staying there. There we go. Gotcha. Now, lift this up, shift that. So there's quite a bit of work for me to do here. I've not got this easy, but considering the person who bought it off said it had been restored. Some work on the amp had been done. And he was right. Some work on the amp has been done. But it's... Right, I want this turntable off. And I'm going to get it off because I don't care what it takes. This has got to come off because I want the deck out of the way because it's easier to manage. So let me get the clunker. I know you tap them because there's no clip or anything. So I know you tap them and break the taper and they just lift off. They are. There you go. See? You just give them a whack and they come off. Put the turntable inside there. And that's the turntable off. Now, let's have a feel of the idler. Is the motor seized? That motor's on its way. It's not seized, but it's on its way. Idler feels okay. So what we'll do next, get this deck out. It's probably held in. we go. If I take the deck out, make it bloody easier to work on. And these are thumb screws, so they're designed to be wound out by hand. Now what next? Next one. I'm just looking for the one. There's one here. Ooh. Don't know whether that holds motor or something in. No, yeah, that's just a motor support. We'll put that back for now because we don't really need that. It'll all clean up, I mean. And I think that's a motor support there. The other one there. Is deck release. Yeah, that one there, the bottom there. Releases the deck. Yeah. £19.56 according to that capacitor. So I'm going to check with the manual all the work that's been done in this. Make sure it's been done correctly as it should be, because right. There's that little nut. Right, this is probably going to be. We're still held on. What's holding us down? Not that there, is it? Nope. Wonder if it's that. I can't see it being that. And it's not that. Have a look under there, see if I can find anything. Yeah, we've got a screw there. And to be honest with you, would it really be that? Would it really be that? I can't see down there. But yeah, I think it is that one. Right. I can't see. Can't see. You can see it there, but you can't see under the amplifier. I mean, what a shit way to do it. Don't say we've got one bolt or the amplifier just to get that one bolt out. But there's the one. That there. Yeah. Also, I've got a one bolt and all that to get that out. That's going to be a real pain. Because it's there. I can see it actually. Can I get my fingers in? No. I don't fancy pulling all that off just to. Looks like I've got no choice. Looks like I'm not being given much of a choice there. But that's definitely the right one. Let's see if it'll just. Oh, we're winding out. Yeah, we're coming out. Hold the deck here because it'll fall in a minute. Alright, that's out. Well, that's how the deck comes out. Now let's disconnect the wires from it. Right. Right, we're gonna show the usual kind of finesse here, folks. Just show the usual kind of finesse that we normally use. And we just clip it. There we go. I know where it all joins back up. Lift that back up. Just balance my hand on that a minute. There we go. Because we get the deck out of the way, it's a big chunk of the shit out of the way, isn't it? This should just lift out. Apart from the earth, which we will also. There we go. Right, that's the mechanism out of the way, which is actually not bad. So we'll be servicing that and it'll be going back in. We'll just shove that out of the way for now. Be alright there, hopefully. Now, get the spring, and that was the spring, and the, wonder why that one, oh, that had a spring on it for the switch, didn't it? There we go. Now, EL84, EZ81, EF86, EF80, I think that's an EF86 as well. They're both EF86 holes. Now what we'll do, we'll take the rectifier out. Yeah, it tells you type 1 PYE record maker. We'll take the valves out, that way we don't run the risk, if they're any good, of damaging them. That's an EL84. They're probably all original them, they're all Mullard. Probably all original. Right, so that one can stay in a Magic Eye because it's not in the way, and we are now down to the bare, we're now down to the bare bollocks of it, where we can just take that off so I don't get lost. We're now down to the bare. Will that one come out? Yeah. Take them out and that way they don't get lost. Now, that's a lot easier to manoeuvre about now. It's a lot easier for me to deal with. To get that out of the way. Right, it's a lot easier for me now, folks. So what we'll do, we'll check everything. Especially this selector switch, because this made a fizzing noise when I turned it. So it could have been just crap in there, but we'll give it a clean and we'll have a look inside that. And we'll start with that. Yep, we'll start with this little, pull this wire here out and pull this wire here out of the way. There we go. I'll run a new length of wire through anyway. So what we want to do, we want to go into here and see what we've got. Can we have a look on the other camera? Can we, do we have the ability to right, there's camera 2. And I've just lost that nut. I'll find it. Yeah, so I'm going to download the manual for this because there's a lot more here going on. Oh yeah, it's just a big selector switch. That's just shielding. So given what we'll do, we'll spray this switch. We'll put them, well, we won't spray it just yet, but we will spray it. So we'll leave that off and put that there. Put that in there with that. Right. So basically, we're going to replace him. I'm going to have a look, see if I've got the manual. I mean, it's now I'm into it. Now we've got the mechanism out of the way, and I'm into it. It's fairly it looks fairly basic. I mean, it's just a glorified record player. All it is what it is to all intents and purposes. What it actually is, it's a tape recorder without the tape mechanism. That's what it is. It's basically it probably works in the same way as a tape recorder, but without the tape recorder mechanism. That's probably how it's best to describe it. But we've got a wire here that's all melted and looks like shit. So that wire will get replaced. We'll go through all of it to make sure that everything gets done as it needs to be. These caps here, these have been replaced. I need to look at all this. I mean, I don't know when it was done, but what I'm going to do now, folks, now we're actually in bits, I'm going to come back over to you lot and have a look at the chat. See if I can move some of this stuff about so I can even read the chat. There, put that case over here. I'm going to have to just put stuff where I can, really. I mean, the case can be... I can put the case there. Move that speaker lead so I don't run over it with a chair or anything. Move this dumbing big power supply I got off mic. Move that great big power supply. Right, now I can just pop up, let's see what we've got here. Steve's saying no oscillator if it's a vinyl cutter. Right. See, I don't understand this, so I'm relying on what people have told me. Nice bit of pie for lunch, Andy. Yes, absolutely, Mike. Steve saying hello. Mike saying hello back to Steve. And Mike's trying to get a Hungarian radio to work. Phantom Twiddler strikes it. Who has been about, has he again, Mike? The screwdriver merchant. Right. Super glue there is talking about a broken button. Steve and Mike saying super glue, broken button. What's Steve saying? I'm going to have to do something electronics first, something electronics first, yeah. And all the other bits of a dropped radio. I mean, yeah, does the record player head work like a tape recorder? I don't know. Steve will know. No oscillator, as it's a vinyl cutter, right, so it actually cuts the record. Oh, it's saying if it's a vinyl cutter, so we don't know. I'm going to look at the manual now. I'm going to come back. There's something else I want to check as well. I need to check something. I'm going to do it while I'm here. Because yeah, just chat amongst yourselves for a minute, folks. I won't be long. I just need to, this is something important that's got to be done. I was supposed to. Yeah, that's okay, that's fine. I just had to check something. It's fine. Right, let's have a look. PYE Record Maker, Type 1. Let's see what we've got. Because I will put the circuit up if I will put the circuit up if I've got it so we can all join along. Hi. Hi. Wonder how many of these record makers they made. Hi. I know they did a radiogram version and that's not the version I want. Scroll down. You have to scroll through miles and miles of unwanted stuff. Well, it's not unwanted, but stuff that you don't want right now to get to what you want, if it's here. Well, record maker, that's hopefully the one. It's the only one there that says it. And is it the one? Yay, we have a winner. Yeah, it's about time I found something in here that I actually want. Yay, this is the PYE Record Maker. Right, it'll tell us what records we can cut with it, it should. I would have thought. Right, the valves are EF86, preamplifier, EM81 record level indicator, EF86 amplifier. It does have a bias oscillator, Steve. EL84 bias oscillator, and rectifier, that's for record, and EZ80 for rectifier. And now for playback, it uses they're using the EF86 as a preamplifier. They're using the other EF86 as the power, as the amplifier. It just says. Then they're using the EL84 as output, and they're using the EZ80 as the rectifier. Now, this tells us about. This tells us where the accessories all go. The microphone doesn't work, by the way. Valve-based connections. Radio recording lead. We've got all that. I mean, it came with everything. The motor needs sorting out because it's a bit seized. Kaleidos always are though. Oscillator coil L12 references. Yeah, I said that was the oscillator, that thing I pointed at. I was right. Hey, we have a winner. Tells you all the parts there. Now we want to look at the actual circuit, which is scanned and divided into two parts. So we've got the top part. What I'll have to do is print it out, rescan it, because unless I can stitch it together. We'll see how we get on with doing that. Yeah, we've got the mains transformer, we've got basically pretty much. We've got the capacitors, condensers as they call them. We've got the inductors or inductances as they call them. They've put L1 in but it's not used. L2 bias oscillator coil. T1 output transformer, T2 mains transformer. It tells us everything here that we need to know. Oh, there's the circuit in its full there. There's the circuit. There is actually a full version of the circuit there. Right at the bottom. It's divided into two parts further up, but that's the circuit there. You've got your recce. You've got your main smoothers and stuff all here. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I need to zoom in on this to read it, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do something. What I'll do, I'll convert that later to a JPEG, and I'll put the circuit up on the screen, and we can all have a look at it. But for the time being, let's go back to you guys. We're dropping any frames? Yeah, we are. Why is it when I want to up the quality, it drops frames? I mean, mind you, it probably doesn't help that I've got other stuff running. Let's turn that off because that doesn't need to be on now. I know what I'm doing now. Right, so basically we've dropped 199 frames, which is 2% of me 0.2% of my video. I can live with that, I think, because I've upped the quality a little bit, so you know. I think what we need to do now is to digest everything, have a cup of tea, and I need to have a cup of tea, give the dog his jumbo. Yeah, it looks okay. I mean, for the length of video I do, Mike, you know, 200 frames, you're not really going to notice any problem. I mean, I wouldn't have thought, You know, it's dropping frames here, but whether it's dropping them at the other end is another matter. It could only be dropping them in the software. Doesn't mean to say that it's dropping them in the output. I'm not really sure. I'll have to read up on it. But we've now got the record maker in bits. And I don't think it's a cutter, I'm not sure. I'm on 720p. I shouldn't be. I should be on 1080. I should be on 1080. I should be on 1080p is what I've got it set for. So that's what I should be on. But as long as you, hey folks, as long as you can see me and as long as you can hear me and the picture quality is not crap, does it really matter? It doesn't really matter, does it, folks? I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you can get a gist of what I'm doing, and you can, no problem. You know, as long as you can see and hear me, you know, that's what matters, really. I mean, have a look at the pickup. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the pickup now, Steve. And what I'll do it while we're on camera. Shit! Get out. Just knocked my radio on the floor. Bloody hell. I have to try that after. Hope I'm not broken it. See, my workshop's getting congested again. Anyway, let's just move. Let's get the pickup, because the pickup's up here somewhere. I'll put it on the windowsill. There's the cartridge for the original. What's this in this bag? Can't remember what's in this bag, but I should know. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know what that is. It's a cartridge carrier for a Garrard. Put that back up there. I know where it is then. Put it there for a minute. I know what that is. Right, put this up here out of the way. Move that. Where's the bloody pickup head gone for my PYE record maker? I put it on the windowsill up here. Has it fell down anywhere? No. Well, where the bloody hell's that gone? I put it up there. There's the one I just pulled off a minute ago. It's not in there. That's all for Andy's radio. I need to get back onto that soon. I'm hoping it's fell off onto the bench, because if I've lost that, that defeats the whole object. Oh, there it is. It's hid behind there. There we go. Right. Gee hell, butterfingers or what, eh, folks? Right. Right, so I'll move all this junk. That's for Andy's radio. We're going to get back on to get that finished very, very, very soon. Right, so this feels like it weighs a ton. There's no needle in it. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the other camera. I'm going to show you, I'm going to try and zoom in on this. So I'll just go to camera 2. Now, get into position. Give you all a look. Move it over that way a bit. Right. That's the pickup. That's the record pickup, the red one. There's no needle in it, and I think it's designed to record onto. I think it's designed to record onto 70 blank 78s, and I think I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue at all. I don't have a clue about this. I don't even know if this pickup works, and I don't even know how you test them. I suppose we could test it with a test meter, because it'll be a coil in there, won't it? I would imagine there'd be a coil in there, so I would imagine you can test it with a multi-tester. So let's see what the multi-tester does. I would imagine, because it will have some sort of coil in there. It's probably even a magnetic. Type of pickup. I don't know. The guy who will know will be Steve, and I'll have a look at what he's put in a minute. Because Steve will know. Put that on that. On there. And that is reading 0.56k. Sorry, 0.565k. So it's 560 something k, isn't it? That's reading. So yeah, half a meg ohm. Let's see what the other one reads. I don't expect that to read anything, it's a transducer. In fact, to be honest, I don't even expect that to work. That doesn't read anything. What about a good cart? Oh, hang on, I can check that, see if it goes up when I stroke the stylus. Let's put them in. Let's put it in that. Where's that clamshell meter? Let's use this little meter I bought from George. Right, let's move this record. Move this record. Move this amplifier a minute. There we go. We'll all have a bit of fun. Can't see the meter. People are going to complain that they can't see the meter. I mean, is there really a lot I can do about that? I can move the camera. There we go. Now you can see the meter. It's upside down, but just stand on your head. I hope the battery in this hasn't gone flat. I've left it. Oh no, it's been on voltages. Put it on 3 volts, because that's what a cartridge is. Or at least that's what I think this cartridge is. Would help if I picked the right leads up, wouldn't it? Yay! I can be such a dummy at times. I want to see, when I stroke the cartridge, nothing there. Let's try it with a known good one. See if we get any reaction. Nope. No, I'd expect that to move. Broken ohms. Make sure that the lead's working. Yeah. I mean, I could plug the signal tracer in. Well, that doesn't do anything, so you can't test a cartridge that way. Right, and that's points. Hi Angela. Yeah, I wanted to speak to you just briefly. Yeah. Let me just pause this. I'm just doing a live stream on YouTube. I just need to stop it while I speak to you. Sorry about that, folks. It was just, I've just got a very important telephone call. I had to speak to this person. You know, but I had to mute it because obviously my personal life is nothing to do with this. So yeah, let's catch up on the chat while I've been otherwise engaged on the phone. Esophagus, what the fuck's that? Yeah. Hello Benji. Hello everybody else. Hello Harvey. You're waiting on Hermes. Who? Right. Anyway. Getting back to it. My frame rate hasn't dropped anymore. There's no more frames dropped from last time. Yeah, I just had to speak to this person. So what we'll do now, we'll esophagus. Never mind. There we go. Anyway, let's get back to this, to the job in hand. Now, let's plug in the signal tracer. If I can find a frigging power lead for it. I can find a power lead, but whether the plug on the end of it is the right one for what I want to use, this bench needs sorted out again. That's the signal generator, signal tracer. Let's get the lead out of the drawer. There's the lead. Do you know what I'm wondering, folks? I don't know whether I can do it, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if I can use I've got a USB scope. I'm gonna see if I can use it with this program I'm using. Oops! Make sure I don't knock anything down. Nearly pulled the camera down then. Right. So what we'll do, we'll put my glasses back on because that's always a good thing. I'm gonna go in a minute because I need a brew. And I've got some else work to do as well. So connect that to there. This is a good cartridge, by the way. You probably can't see it. Let me go to the other camera and you can see what I'm doing. Hang on. There we go. I apologise for the hum. Not really a lot I can do about it. Oops. It would help. I just had somebody open my gate. That's working. So that's a good cartridge, so I know now. So let's test this other one. This is one I pulled out of the HMV. Which I know is complete. Oh, it's Christine. Which I know is completely dead. Now let's check the one from the Calaro, from the Record Master. There's a bit there, but not much. Hi Christine! There's a bit there, but not much. Let's connect it straight onto the cartridge.
Where's your cup handle?
It's there.
How's Billy?
I'll tell you when I come off the video. Not very good. Oh, what am I doing passing you my phone? Well, there's my cup.
Pass it in.
I've got my hands full now. I've got my phone in my hand. Make sure you give that cup a rinse. I'll come through there in a minute. Are you having a brew?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll come through in a minute and just gonna...
That's outside on there.
I know, I heard you. Right, well that's... Bloody hell. That's practically dead, that. So now let's go to the one for the recorder and see what that does. Nothing there. Something though. Just get this and just... Fuck's sake. Pardon the language. Oops. Jesus, man, that's... Put that on the table. That might work. Yeah, that might work, that. But the other ones don't. The other one doesn't. Let's just check it again in case I've had the thing on the wrong setting. Because this is an RF probe as well as an AF probe. It would be nice if I could just shove that there. Don't make any difference. I think it's on its way out, that one. So that's it. That one's on its way out. That one's on its way out, so unplug that lead from there. Yeah, that's on its way out.
Have you had a jumbo one?
Yes!
Hey?
Yes!
Right.
Yeah, it's just eating it now. Right. So we know I can't really confirm whether the record cartridge is working. It probably is actually, because it reads okay. It reads. What I need to do is look at what it's supposed to read in ohms in the manual and see what the manual tells me. But I'm going to leave it there for now, folks, because to be honest with you, I want a brew, and I'm going to get back to it later and get some of these caps replaced and see if we can get this amplifier to work and spray this selector here, give that a good clean and replace that wire there. We'll get all that done in the next video, I think, but I'm going to leave it there for now because I want to have a brew, and to be honest with you, yeah, there we go, you see. Anyway, right, I'm going to shoot off, and you all take care, and I'll catch you all later, folks. Bye for now, and join me in the next one, whether we manage to get it working or kill it or cure it. I'll see you later, folks. Bye for now.